Sup guys, I'm here to talk today about some Night Lords lists that I have written as request. I have had several of you asking me to write up some different lists and basically show you what sort of Night Lords list you can run. I've given 3 examples, so I'll quickly go through them. One of them is a Night Raptor, well, a Raptor themed list. It's a really fast army, really themed. So we have a Legion Predator with a jump pack, a Paragon Blade, digital lasers, with a mastercrafted weapon and an iron halo. For the troops, we have 2 10-man Legion assault squads. One has a power fist and the other squad has melter bombs. 2 squads of Night Raptors, both squads of 10. They both have melter bombs and they both have 4 Nostromo chain blades in each unit. After that, we have 3 Legion Javelins attack speeders. Now you can either put them in one squad or have them all separate. They're armed with twin class cannons, multi-melters, and each of the Javelin attack speeders has 200 killer missiles. So in total there will be 3 las cannons, 3 multi-melters and 600 killer missiles. So this is your sort of anti-tank unit. Plus you have your Legion assault squad, which all have melter bombs, which means they can do some serious damage to whatever vehicle they attack. Keeping with the theme of a really fast army, I have chosen to put in 2 Sicker and battle tanks in. One has heavy bolters and the other one has las cannons. Both are pretty much for anti-infantry sort of thing. They're there to support your assault squads and your Night Raptor squads. So this is a really fast army. Everything in this army can move at least 12 inches a turn and still be able to fire. So one of the Sicker and battle tanks has heavy bolters on it, and the other one has las cannons on it, just in case you come up against loads and loads of vehicles and all your Legion Javelin attack speeders die. So they're basically there for that. They're there to, 1, support your Night Raptor squads and assault squads, and 2, to basically cause as much havoc as you can with them. So that's list number 1. It's a really fast list. Everything moves really fast. You can be really aggressive with it. So that's the first list. I'd like to also point out that at some point I think we're getting another book, and when we get the new book, apparently there might be a Rite of War in there, which will give us access to Night Raptor squads to be troops. Now, I have found Night Raptor squads not to be so effective. However, I haven't been running that exact army because I simply don't have the models for it. So, bottom line is, if you want a fast army, that I think is an army for you. Night Lords, we struggle with vehicles pretty much most of the time, so that list might struggle against vehicles, but you just have to see how it goes pretty much. So, list number 2 is basically an armoured company list. It has a Legion Predator in Cataphractor Terminator armour with an iron halo, mastercrafted and digital lasers. Using Pride of the Legion, Rite of War. We have 2 Legion Terminator squad. Each one has a chain fist and the rest have power fists. Both of the squads are riding in Spartan assault tanks, and I'd like to point out that both of the Legion Terminator squads are both squads of 5. In one of the squads you can obviously put your Legion Predator to keep him safe, or to send him into the enemy and just obliterate whatever it is. So after that we have 3 Predators with heavy bolters, plenty of shots there. It's a squadron, anti-infantry, just mow them down. We have another 3 Predators with Executioner Plasma Destroyers, which are good against light vehicles and against infantry. So that's another great thing. You know, strength 7 AP to heavy D3, I believe it is. No, heavy 3, sorry. I think they're pretty good for the points that you pay. They are very good. And last but not least, we have 3 Vindicators, just in case the Spartans fail. You have 3 Vindicators, strength 10 AP to large blast. You can either get rid of infantry or vehicles. Vindicators are pretty good, I think. I had one before in my list and it causes plenty of damage. So I think having 3 in a squadron would just be really devastating. Backed up by Land Raiders and both of the Predators. It's quite a hard list to face, I think, especially if someone's not really prepared for it. You know, taking care of 2 Land Raiders, 6 Predators and 3 Vindicators would be quite hard on top of all the Terminators. So yeah, that's list number 2. I haven't mentioned the fact that all the lists that I am telling you about today, they're all 2,000 point lists, and it's, well, from what I gather, it's just a standard. That's the standard points for Horus Heresy, so that's why I've written 2,000 point list. The third list is a list that I usually use, which has Sevatar, Flame Master Lancia High, 10 Terror Squads with Volkite Charger, 9 Vulcans, Melter Bomb, and a Power Fist. Another squad of 10 Terror Squads, Volkite Charger, 9 Vulcans, Power Weapon. Another Terror Squad with 10 guys in it with Volkite Charger, Vulcans, and a Power Weapon. Now it can be anything from a Power Sword to an Astroman Chain Glaive because it's the same points value. For my heavy support slot, I've got Whirlwind Scorpius. 3 drop pods, another squad of another Terror Squad with 8 Marines in it. These guys are all armed with Volkite Chargers, and then we have 3 Contemptors. I've got a Contemptor with a Plasma Cannon and a Heavy Flamer. Obviously the Heavy Flame is built into a Power Fist. Got another Contemptor with 2 Power Fists. That's my anti-vehicle hunting Dreadnought, and I've got a Contemptor Mortis Dreadnought with 2 Carriers Assault Cannons, which is pretty good. It's very situational. Sometimes it does really well, sometimes not so good. So it can go either way, really. The Rites of War is Terror Assault for this list, and it's very, you know, it's quite aggressive, same as the first list, same as the Raptor list. But the difference is it'll be much easier to drop in where you need them, drop onto the objectives and grab whatever you need. However, it's not really as fast, and there is, I would say, it's much more difficult to deal with vehicles with this list than it is with any of the other 2 lists, because this list is more themed in terms of the fact that it uses Terror Assault. Terror Assault does restrict you a lot in terms of the fact that you can only take 1 heavy support, and you know, you've got to really think what you're going to take. Problem I find is, like I said, I usually get rid of all the infantry, and then I've got the vehicles left over, and the vehicles just sort of shoot my troops down. Or if I use my drop pods correctly, usually means they can't capture because I've got objectives secured, and they can't capture because, well, they're vehicles. So yeah, they're all alright lists. You just got to think about which one you like. And if you've got any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them for you. Also, if you enjoyed the video, I know I'm babbling on now, but if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and like. There will be a giveaway once I hit 50 subscribers, so you know that there is something out of it. Apart from that, I don't think there's anything that I can mention. For those of you who haven't started Heresy yet, there is a box set of Horus Heresy coming out pretty soon on the 7th of next month, I believe. Yeah, next month, I believe. Yeah, that's right. And it has 30 tactical marines in it, 5 cataphractic terminators, two characters and a dreadnought. Yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, it's quite a good starter force. I think anyone who hasn't started Heresy, anyone who hasn't done it, it's a really good starting point. Whether you're doing Night Lords or whether you're doing any specific legion, whatever legion you're doing, I think it will be a really good starter set. I'm thinking of probably getting one myself, to be honest, as I quite like the stuff that you get in it. You get a lot of weapons options. I've seen the leaks, and yeah, I think I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully there'll be more Heresy players around, and yeah, just hoping to see more battle reports of Heresy and stuff like that. So yeah, that's about it really. Like I said, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and that's about it. Cheers guys.